Hey everybody, back again for part 2 of my comic book collection, so I am very excited about that, so, excuse me. Yeah, without any further ado, let's get right into it, starting from where we left off, and that is Maximum Clonage. This is issue 404 of The Amazing Spider-Man, and it has Spider-Man fighting Scarlet Spider on the front, and I personally love that cover. And this was another one of my first ever comic books. And this is The Amazing Spider-Man, issue number 694, and he is fighting a hero called Alpha. Pretty cool cover. And I'm gonna try and not make this one like as long as my other one. But if it's longer, I do apologize that you have to look at my face the entire time. And then this is the all-new, all-daring Peter Parker the Spectacular Spider-Man, issue number 109. So it's pretty cool. The only thing I really don't like about it is that there are indentations like around here. And it was like that when I got it in the mail from my aunt because, fun fact, when I got this one, I also got a few other ones that I don't remember. But I had recently gotten my gallbladder out when I got that, and my aunt felt bad for me, so she just sent them in the mail. So that was very nice of her. And this is Marvel Team Up featuring Spider-Man and Moondragon, and that is issue number 44. I personally mainly picked it up because the cover was just cool, like the Vision, Scarlet Witch, Moondragon, Spider-Man are helping, like, Doctor Doom, and then they have to fight. I don't know who that character is, but he looks like an overpowered Doombot. So, and I'm getting close to the end of the Spider-Man collection. And this is the Superior Spider-Man issue number 27, but it's issue number 1 of Goblin Nation. So that's pretty cool. And I don't think I've read this one. Oh no, wait, I think I saw someone else read this. This is when the Green Goblin and Dr. Octavius Spider-Man meet for the first time, so that's pretty cool. And here's another one that I mainly got because I really enjoy the cover, and that is Marvel Team Up featuring Spider-Man and Kazar, and that is issue number 19. It's a pretty cool cover. And then the last Spider-Man book I have is actually 2 different books shoved into one. Or not actually 2, it's like, yeah, it's 2 different books. And that is issue number 1 of The Amazing Spider-Man after he got his body back. And it also has Inhuman number 1 in it too. And this is a pretty good story. This is actually kind of reminding me of when Spider-Man got his, like in the Spider-Man video game where he's in his underwear for that one scene. It has something kind of like that in there, but it's a pretty good book, so I do recommend you check that one out. And that is the end of the shoebox. And now to start on my drawers, I'm going to start on the left one, starting with the top. And I do kind of have like an organization for them. And the first one from this box, or shelf, is issue number 552 of the Fantastic Four. And then this one, I didn't know this, but this is actually before, and I was really surprised when I read this the other day, because I hadn't read it beforehand. But this is actually the issue where Johnny Storm locks himself inside the negative zone, and then I think later on that creates the Future Foundation, if I remember correctly. And here's an old Fantastic Four issue, and this is issue number 142 of the Fantastic Four. the Thing is fighting, I'm assuming that's Darkoth? I'm not positive though. And then I have a variant edition of Fantastic Four number 570. Pretty cool cover. And this is actually where there's, where, I think this is like one of the first issues where people find out about the Citadel. I think I'm using that word right. The Citadel of Reed Richards, so that's pretty cool. And then my personal favorite Fantastic Four one, this actually explains the story of a different universe Fantastic Four, where they are Nazis. It's pretty cool. The Invisible Woman gets Johnny Storm's powers, Johnny Storm gets ice powers, the Thing still becomes a rock monster, and Reed Richards kills Victor Von Doom for his intelligence, and I think Reed Richards gets the Infinity Gauntlet, and he has a cool beard where it's like brown on both sides and then just white in the middle. So pretty cool. And here's a couple of like actual book things. I don't know what they're called, but here's Superman, the Earth Stealers. Like, this is like kind of like one of those graphic novels, but like an earlier one. And here is Marvel Comics 2099, Spider-Man 2099 meets Spider-Man. So that's cool. And then here's Batman Spawn. And I know I haven't read the two DC ones. I know I read the Marvel one. And then here's actually one I really like. It's from Vertigo Comics, and that is Suiciders Kings of Hell A. And I just really like that. It's a pretty cool story. And then from something I haven't like seen in a long time. Like, I haven't watched this show in a long time, but I really want to get back into it. And that is The Walking Dead, and here is a free comic book day special where it talks about the governor, Michonne, Tyrese, and someone else, I can't remember who. And here is a variant edition of issue number 1 that I got when I went to Des Moines Comic-Con my first year. And then here's issue number 150, 147, 153. I'm just putting them in the shelf. 152. Bug in my mouth. Here's 116. 118. And then the one that I personally believe has the coolest cover. And this is actually the 10-year anniversary of The Walking Dead, and that is issue number 115. So, pretty cool. And I do want to get more into The Walking Dead. It's just been a while since I've gotten into it. And now onto the second shelf, and the first one I have is issue number 42 of Doctor Strange. And I believe most of these I got from my grandmother for Christmas one year, but I'm not positive about that. And here is issue 45 of Doctor Strange, and I think that might be the same series. Here's issue 50 of Doctor Strange, and yeah, this is actually a pretty amazing looking cover in my opinion. And here's another issue. This is the Dark Wars Part 4 of 4 Doctor Strange, and this is issue number 24. Here's issue number 1 of Doctor Strange, Mystic Apprentice. And before I forget, I may have, like, a couple, like, doubles of some of these comics that I didn't realize I had. So, yeah, if there's, like, any doubles, I did not get them on purpose, but they're just there. And anyway, continuing on, here's issue number 55 of Doctor Strange. Okay, like exactly what I said. Here is a duplicate version of this one. So, that may be in, like, a giveaway that I might do in the future, so... here is Doctor Strange and the Sorcerer's Supreme, issue number 1. And again, here is another double. I think my grandmother gave me this one, and I found this one. But anyway, it's Doctor Strange number 40, and this one includes Daredevil, so that's something I thought was kind of cool when I first got it. And I think this was also one of my very first comic books. And also, along with Doctor Strange in this, I have Daredevil number 283, Over the Edge, starring Daredevil, and this is issue 10 of that series. Here is Daredevil issue number 4 from 2014, and I really like this one because I don't know if you guys can tell, but this is actually like an owl, and I just thought that looked very cool when I first saw it. And here is Daredevil number 1 from 2014, I believe. I could have that wrong, but this is when Daredevil moved to San Francisco. So, yeah. Thought that was kind of cool. Okay, and here's, like, one of the last Daredevil ones I picked up, and that is Daredevil number... something. 68. And it's a little, like, torn in the cover, like, up there. Like, I don't know if you guys can see that, but it's kind of missing it. Like, it's kind of chipped off a little bit. And there is a big stain on the 15, but besides that, it's in pretty good condition. And I think it's also kind of, like, chipping on the spine. Here is Daredevil number 314. Daredevil Marvel Knights. I think I mainly picked this one up because I liked the cover of it. And this one's from the year 2000. So it's cool looking, in my opinion. Here is Daredevil Father, number 1. And I just personally think he looks a little too wide-shouldered in this. Like, that's just my opinion. But Daredevil Father, number 1. And here is Daredevil number 1.5. And if I remember correctly, yeah, in this one Daredevil has a son, and like a lot of things are happening. Like, everyone goes blind in it for a while. His son actually kind of does what his father did. Pushes him out of the way of a incoming vehicle. Here is Daredevil number 110, and I picked it up because it looked funny. And the rest of these, I believe, are from the same one. Oh, wait. Here's actually one more Doctor Strange, and that is issue number 26. Okay. Here is Daredevil number 95 from the... Oh, I don't know who made this. Brubaker, Lark, Gaudiano, and Hollingsworth. Sorry, I haven't... I'm really sorry. I'm trying not to burp. And here's issue number 82 of that same series, I believe. Like, I mean, all the artwork looks the same, so I'm just assuming. And here's number 93, issue 107. Issue 101. I'm sorry if you can hear that. Some people in my town have loud vehicles. And here is number 106. So yeah, I really do enjoy this Daredevil series right here. It's a very good series. Daredevil goes to prison. I don't know why, but he does. And then this is just a shelf that has like 3 to 4 different characters in it, I believe. So I just kind of getting more comfortable. My knees are cramping. But anyway, here is Marvel Legacy Tangled Webs Part 1 of 1, issue number 161 of Venom. And here is actually one that I do kind of want to get more of, and that is the Totally Awesome Hulk, number 1. Don't know why I didn't just look at it in the camera. And here is actually Superior Iron Man number 1. It's a pretty cool cover. And I really do like the Superior Iron Man. And here's actually a comic book that came with a Marvel Legend that I do not own. But as you can see, this is the one for the Galactus Wave, and I have Daredevil, War Machine, and the Build-A-Figure. And I do want to get the other, like, how many are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I do want to get the other 5 figures from this wave. But this is a reprint of the Incredible Hulk number 1. Here is Original Sin number 1 of 8. Here is the annual version of Hulk, and this is the first one. Here is Venomverse number 3, which is a prelude, or something like that. Yeah, prelude of Venomized, which I showed in part 1. So if you haven't seen that, go check that out. I should have probably said that before the 18-minute mark. But anyway, here is Venom Inc. Omega Part 6, and this is Marvel Legacy. And I just really liked the cover of that. Here is Running with the Devil Bullseye number 1, number 2, and number 4. I do not have issue number 3, but I do want to get the rest of that series. And here is kind of like an older issue, and that is issue number 83, Marvel Superheroes featuring the Incredible Hulk and Iron Man. So mainly picked that up because I really enjoyed the cover. And here's another What If, and this is issue number 113, and it's what if Iron Man was like Doctor Strange. And and I really enjoyed the cover of that. So yeah. Here is Venom issue number 2. And here is Acts of Vengeance Iron Man issue number 252. Here's the Invincible Iron Man issue number 502. Here is a custom edition comic book, and this was when me and my dad went to the Iowa State Fair. and it's about welding, stuff like that. And this is issue number 1 of that. And this one's actually one that people have been really liking the series of, and this is Venom number 1, the new one. I really do enjoy this cover. I really also think it's a pretty amazing story. So if you guys have not read that, please go check that out. Sorry about me kind of zooming in. I'm just trying to get more comfy. And onto a series I personally love, Venom Space Knight number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5, number 6, and the final one I have of Venom Space Knight is issue number 7. I really did enjoy that series. I do not have all of it, but I really did enjoy it. Sorry, back's kind of cramping a little bit. And now on to this stack. And starting off, I have a storyline called Fear Itself, and here is Youth in Revolt number 5 of 6. Fear Itself, the home front issue 3 of 7. Ghost Rider Fear Itself number 1. Fear Itself, the home front issue number 1 of 7. And then the one I personally love the cover of the most, and this is book 3 of Fear Itself. And I believe this is the one where Bucky, Captain America, gets kind of like messed up horribly. And that's pretty much all that happens in that. I'm not going to spoil it for you guys. But here is the Mighty Captain Marvel issue number 0. And this is after Civil War II. So Iron Man is in a coma at that point. So, and then here are just a couple random issues. Here is the Marvel Saga issue 25, and this one's about the Silver Surfer. And on the back, it's like a continued cover. So like if you look at it like that, it's pretty cool. And these are like all the Silver Surfer ones I have, I believe. And here is Silver Surfer number 62 and 63. And then here's one I'm kind of proud of, because I think this is the first issue with Sam Alexander Nova, if I'm not mistaken. And that is issue number 1 of Nova. Pretty cool. And here is one that I found, and that is Guardians of the Galaxy number 0.1. Here is Ghost Rider number 24. Ghost Rider Rides Again, part 1 of 7, number 1. And this one's actually kind of cool because this one has Johnny Blaze and whoever the new guy, the Ghost Rider was at that time, and this is issue number 2 of Spirits of Vengeance. Okay, and this is the one where I think this is, what's his name? Something Catch? Johnny Catch? Something like that. But anyway, this is issue number 1 of the Ghost Rider from the 90s. Road to Vengeance number 41. And here's issue 43 of that same series. And here is Ghost Rider Trail of Tears, and this one's kind of cool, in my opinion. Like, it's just about the Western, and I think this has the cowboy Ghost Rider like they had in the movie. And then here is the all-new, all-different Ghost Rider Robbie Reyes, number 1. Number 3. And number 4. And then I just randomly have Age of Ultron issue number 1. And then issue number 7. So, yeah, and if you look at that team, it's kind of like a hodgepodge of different characters. Like, I believe that is either Captain Marvel or Quasar, Doctor Strange, Hulk and the Thing, Star-Lord. There is Captain America with an eye patch. So I believe that's like an alternate Nick Fury or something like that. That's either Cable or Cyclops and Wolverine. And this is actually a very good story, so I recommend you guys go check it out. And then the bottom one is Damnation, Johnny Blaze Ghost Rider number 1, and this is just an unbelievable cover. I cannot say that enough. It's just so beautiful. Now I'm just going to take a quick break and go get a drink, so I'll be right back. And I'm back. I just needed to go fill up my cup. And just got done with that drawer. And now I'm on to the Avengers drawer. Sorry about the close-up again. And starting off, here is Uncanny Avengers issue number 4. It's pretty cool. I haven't read it in a long time, but yeah, this is like before the Axis event. Oh shoot, got water on me. I'm happy I have my hamper right there. Here is Avengers, the Marvel Now Avengers, issue number 9. Here is issue number 6 of that Marvel Now Avengers. And this is like the Captain Universe thing. Here is issue number 5 of the Secret Avengers, and MODOK's right there in the corner. So that was kind of interesting in my opinion. Here is the West Coast Avengers, issue number 3 from 1988. Here is issue number 6 of the West Coast Avengers. Sorry about that, I think my mom just dropped something. And here is issue number 0, I believe. Like it was a free comic book day thing, and this is the all-new, all-different Avengers. With Kid Nova, Ultimate Spider-Man, Kamala Khan, Iron Man, Sam Wilson, Captain America, Vision, and Lady Thor. And here are issues number 4 in a 4-issue limited series of the West Coast Avengers. And here is issue number 10 of the West Coast Avengers. Pretty cool. If I'm saying stuff that sounds like I'm on repeat, I do apologize. And this is actually my favorite Avengers cover, and this is Avengers Millennium, issue number 4, and I just like it because it has the Hulk and the Scarlet Witch in a kind of broke down New York. And here is the Invaders number 1, the newer run of it. Don't know from when, but it is. Okay. Here is Dark Green Avengers The Initiative number 25. Yeah, 25. And I picked this up because, like I said when I did a haul video, I really enjoyed how the cover looked. I'm just going to put those there before it topples over. Here is Young Avengers number 1. sounds like there is a bird being murdered outside. Uh, Live, Cree, or Die, Earth's Mightiest Heroes, The Avengers number 7. Avengers Arena number 3. And this actually has Darkhawk in it. And that's cool. I think this is like one of the only issues I have with Darkhawk, so. Here is actually the first comic book I ever picked up, and that was from my grandmother, and that was Uncanny Avengers number 1, and this one is kind of like water damaged a little bit, and it is kind of like crinkled because didn't really care, and I know I have a second issue of that somewhere, and here is US Avengers number 1. It's actually a way better story than I thought it would be. Here is the Avengers number 314. And here's actually that other copy of Avengers number 1. Or Uncanny Avengers, I mean. Here is Marvel Saga number 19. Pretty cool. And this is Ultron Forever Uncanny Avengers issue number 1, and I just really love these stories where they like take characters from like different time periods, because it has, from the past, it has Thor from the 90s, it has the like first ever Hulk from like the 1960s cartoon, I believe. It has Iron Man, but it's the James Rhodes one. It has from the present Black Widow in the Vision, Danielle Cage, Captain America from the future, and also Jane Foster Thor. And they have to fight a Doombot. So that was very interesting when I got that. And here's actually one that I know I picked up like 3 years ago. I think this was actually in one of my first ever haul videos. And that is Earth's Mightiest Heroes, The Avengers number 4, with like the new costume Spider-Man. So that's an awesome cover. And these are two that are both Secret Avengers from the same Secret Avengers line. And that is issue number 10 and 22. This one's number 10, this one's 22. And both very cool covers. And then these are kind of like the older Avengers ones I have, and this is Marvel Super Action starring the Avengers, and this is issue number 17. Sorry, I thought I heard something knocking on my window. Ooh, and this is King Size Special The Avengers, and this is issue number 4. And then here is the new Avengers from 2011. I'm not such a big fan of the cover, but I think the thing from the Fantastic Four looks pretty cool on this cover. Like, I just like that part of it. Like, if it was just him on the cover, I would love it way more. So, yeah. And then this one is actually from my favorite, like, story series ever, and that is Battleworld, and my goal is to one day get all of them. And here is The Last Days of Ant-Man number 1. Yeah, number 1. Here is the Free Comic Book Day Secret Wars number 0. Extinction Agenda issue number 2. Here is Old Man Logan number 5. Planet Hulk number 4. And this one I'm sad about because I know how that happened. It was kind of caught under something, and I thought it was, and I didn't realize it, and I just pulled and it ripped off the corner. But this is issue number 3 of Planet Hulk. And here is issue number 2. I believe it was a 5 or 6 part story, and I only have just all the parts in the middle. Here is Age of Apocalypse number 1. here is Thor number 1, and the Thors were like the police force in Battleworld. So there's an interesting fact about that. Here is issue number 4 of Marvel Zombies. Talking through this long is not good for my throat. Here is Age of Ultron versus Marvel Zombies number 1. Here is Secret Wars 2099. Spider-Verse number 5. Captain Marvel and the Carol Corps number 2. Where Monsters Dwell, which I haven't read in a while, but I remember I liked reading it. Battleworld Secret World number 3. Battleworld Secret World. Yeah, I messed that up. The Amazing Spider-Man Renew Your Vows number 5. Sorry, I'm just putting them back in the drawer. Here is Future Imperfect number 1. And I do want to get like the original one of that because it was cool. And here is the variant edition of the Infinity Gauntlet from that, and this is made by Skottie Young, I believe. And here is another variant edition of Secret World Battleworld issue number 3. And I just love this one because this is like the Age of Apocalypse Wolverine, I believe, and like a old-timey Captain America from like the Civil War age or something like that. And here is actually a action figure cover of Ultimate Spider-Man and his secret shield. That's not very helpful, but I don't remember what issue of Secret Wars this was, but I did really enjoy the cover. Here is Last Days of Captain America and the Mighty Avengers. Here is the Skottie Young version of Renew Your Vows number 1. And here is Age of Ultron versus Marvel Zombies issue number 1 variant edition. Here is issue number 3 and 4 of Renew Your Vows. And this is actually the coolest Spider-Man cover I have ever seen. So, and then I have 1 through 3 of Red Skull in here. And then I have issue number 1 of Renew Your Vows and issue 2. And that was the last comic on the left side. So this may be a 3-part series. And I'm not trying to make it a 3-part series, but it's going to be maybe a 3-part series. And this one I know is the Punisher / Daredevil. Not Daredevil, Punisher / Deadpool. And there was a penny in there. Trying not to like rip any of them because some of them are like already horribly ruined. And here's Punisher from 1997 issue 17, and this one's already in pretty bad shape, like there are no staples holding it in. And here's one that is called Deadpool Massacre number 1. Deadpool and Cable variant edition, split second, issue 1. Deadpool Too Soon, number 4. Deadpool and the Mercs for Money, number 6. Here is Deadpool Back in Black, issue number 5. And this is actually the storyline where Deadpool actually got the Venom symbiote first, before Spider-Man. And here is Deadpool Annual number 2. And I think this is issue number 3. Yeah, Deadpool vs. Carnage number 3. Night of the Living Deadpool number 2, and this was just the coolest cover And I know when I first found this, I asked I asked uh, I asked the guy if he had any more in the back, but he didn't. And he said they probably wouldn't be getting any more because it's a pretty they would be getting more, but I probably wouldn't be able to get one because it sold out too fast or something like that. Here is original sin Deadpool number 29. 30, sorry about that, my mom's yelling at my dog. And 31, I believe? Yeah, 31. Here is an old Deadpool, and this is number 20, where he and Blind Al are on the cover. Here is issue number 19. Issue number 24. Issue number 25. And this is one of those ones where if you open it up, you can make a bigger picture with the front and back. So it has Captain America as well. And here is Deadpool number 34. The Punisher War Journal number 43. The Punisher guest starring Daredevil, issue 10. And here's Doctor Strange and the Punisher Magic Bullets, issue number 3. Here is Punisher Bullseye, issue 3 of 5, and this is... Yeah, I mainly picked this up because I really liked the Daredevil, not Daredevil, what's it called? The Bullseye story that I had. And here is Punisher... Oh, this is Deathlock, guest starring the Punisher. Okay, I read that wrong when I first got it. But this is issue number 7 of Deathlock. Here is War Journal issue number 3. Here is issue number 71. And the last one for this drawer is issue 34. And I have about 8 minutes left, so this is probably going to be a 3-part series, and I am not trying to make it 3 parts, but it's becoming 3 parts. And I'm just trying to grab all of them out of here. Oh my gosh, I have too many comics in this drawer. Anyway, here is issue number 226 of Uncanny X-Men. Here is issue number 289 of Uncanny X-Men. Dark Phoenix Saga issue 41. Classic X-Men number 44. Okay, Uncanny X-Men number 1, but this is the newer version, where Cyclops is becoming a little bit like Magneto, in my opinion. Speaking of Magneto, here is Magneto number 2. And then it's just going to be a bunch of Wolverine, if I remember correctly. But anyway, here is Wolverine number 107. Issue 114. X-Men number... I cannot find the number on this one. So, but it's a cool cover, so... Wolverine Deluxe, I cannot find the number... Okay, this is number 91. And the X-Men one I showed you is number 44, and it's just printed very small so I couldn't see it the first time. But here is issue number 10 of X-Man. Here is Cable number 21. Uncanny X-Men number 317. X-Men number 4 with Nightcrawler, Colossus, and Wolverine. X-Men Children of the Atom, Book 1. And this one I'm also very proud that I found, and this is issue number 15 of X-Force. Here is X-Men Legacy number 1. And issue 292 of the Uncanny X-Men. Wolverine in the Flesh. It's a one-shot. And this is where Wolverine's trying to hunt down a cannibal. And here is Wolverine Noir 1 through 3. And 1 and 2 are on the front, and issue 3 is on the back. Here is X-Men Forever number 10, The Death of Logan. Here is issue number 12 of Uncanny X-Men. And here is Exiles number 96. And I really like the Exiles because they just bring people in from random dimensions. And here is one of the Uncanny X-Men issue number 135. It's a pretty cool cover. And I don't know if this is like an important one, but I looked it up one time and I saw like a few different prices for it. The highest one being $75, so I don't know if that's like a very good issue. If any of you know, just please leave a comment down below. And we're like most of the way there, so I'm probably not going to be able to finish this store, but I'm going to like at least start it. And I'm going to start with the bottom part of it. And the first one out of there is actually one that I didn't remember I really had, and this is from 1965, and this is Journey into Mystery with Thor, and this is issue number 1 of that. So it's a pretty cool comic, and I got this for like really cheap, like really cheap, like a couple of dollars, I think. And then here is Thor number 489. Here is Thor issue number 8. Here is Thor 287. And here is one from that Marvel Kids thing that I was signed up for, and this is issue 13. And I have about like 2 minutes left, so. And here is Thor issue 217. Thor issue 211. And I'm not a huge Thor fan, so I am not positive about any of these. And here is issue 219. Issue number 238. And then it goes into 2099. And starting off here is Punisher 2099 number 4. Punisher 2099 number 7. Punisher 2099 number 20. Spider-Man 2099 number 7. Spider-Man 2099 number 6. Spider-Man 2099 issue 5. Spider-Man issue 2099. Spider-Man 2099 issue number 3. And the 2099 Unlimited issue number 4. And that is the last comic in that drawer, but I do not have enough time to start another one. So I really do appreciate anyone who's been watching this video in all of its entirety of almost an hour. So I really can't thank you enough for watching this. So I really do appreciate it. And if you made it all the way through, leave a comment down below. And with that being said, my name is Carnage, and I will see you in the next part, which is going to be part 3, and there are only 1, 2, 3 drawers left after this, so thank you for sticking with me this long. So I will catch you guys in the next video. Peace.